I would find myself having to go fight other people's battles. And I think that I'm doing a good thing until I got locked up. It was enough for me to think, this is not the life.
How many people did you kill?
Top shelf scissors, clippers that only cut to doo-wop, sick fades and styling French crops. They're the trademarks of this master of manliness when it comes to hair.
All right, Charles, what are you going to do to me?
I got you, man, I got you.
His clients range from former inmates, young men at risk of falling into crime, to ordinary suburban blokes that find comfort confiding in him.
So, Charles, what dirty secrets are you harbouring in this man cave?
You know what they say, man. What happens in the man cave stays in the man cave, man. This is a space where we encourage men to communicate. A lot of what I do is about helping men to open up. I think it's hard for a lot of men because it's something society doesn't encourage. I think what we're doing here in the barbershop is contributing a lot to redefining masculinity. That's not how a man behaves, or you're not a man. Those lines and those phrases, to me, are some of the most dangerous phrases you can throw about in society today.
Out here in the suburbs,
Yeah.
being a man has its own set of rules, right? Which is quite different. Why?
There's a different culture out here. Guys can be very territorial. There's a lot of bravado. Guys are really, really, how can I say, passionate about protecting their postcode.
On average, the Blacktown LGA has a higher rate of property and violent crime compared to the rest of New South Wales. But Charles is determined to change that, one cut at a time.
I do get some pretty rough dudes that come around here, and you know, before I got into doing this, that was something that crossed my mind. Do I want to promote my service working from home and put my address out there, knowing what it could bring? And then I thought to myself, if I let that stop me, what am I contributing? For me, I think to myself, if I can have them in my space, then I can influence them, affect positive change on them. I just want to live my life with purpose, and I want to encourage young men to do the same.
After doing a brief stint of jail time in his early 20s, Charles became a youth worker. Barbering turned his life around, and he skilled up for years by watching YouTube tutorials. Now 39, with razor-sharp technique, he's booked out most days.
Anything above that is a high fade. Anything below that point there is a low fade.
When Charles isn't cutting paying clients in his garage, he's running free workshops here for locals like Kiko, Rua and Sione.
So what we do is we raise the zero so there's no shadows.
Rua, how do you feel when you're cutting, when you've got the clippers in your hand and you're about to go in?
Well, when you cut, you always have someone different in a chair, and you get to know their story because you can express your feelings to them and they can express their feelings to you. We talk a lot about what it means to be a man.
Does that make you feel good?
Yeah, because I can express it to someone instead of holding it in and then getting all angry and sad and stuff. It makes me feel like everyone's emotional, everyone feels something. You just got to know how to bring it out of them.
Does it get emotional? Are there tears?
I can tell by the body language when they come in, something's happened in this guy's life. One guy come in here and I was cutting his hair and seeing this big scar on his head. Turned out that he had been shot in the head. I'll purposely probe. I'll purposely try and open this person up, and it does get deep, it does get deep. Stories of like depression, you know, marriage breakdown, deep struggles with alcohol. I have been moved to tears in a session that I've done before.
That's interesting, you called it a session. I mean, you're not a counsellor, you're not a psychologist, you're not a therapist.
Yeah, I guess you could look at it at that, but I look at it as in all these guys that come out and unload, all they want is a friend. Is there something that you want to get off your chest, Pat? You're more than welcome to jump in the chair.
You want to cut my hair?
Yeah.
As Charles cuts, he schools me on the history of barbering and his second love, barbershop music.
And she's on my mind, and I go all the time.
While we focus on the barbering skills and learning about the processes and techniques and that, there's always a part in the workshop where all of our attention goes to music. And then, you know, they'll bust out, you know, have a bit of a sing.
'Cause I just wanna hold her hand, be a man. All I know is she'll take a chance.
So not only did I get an earful of sweet a cappella from Kiko and Rua, I scored an awesome taper fade, all while I offloaded the not so great stuff going on in my own life. It's the full service that Charles calls a checkup from the neck up.
That's awesome.
Cool, man.
Love that. So what does it mean to be a real man?
The thing that I boil it down to with the boys is maturity. Maturity's got nothing to do with age. It's a behavior, be respectful and to be open and honest. The special thing about barbering is where I think that it really helps change young men's lives is that fundamentally it's about service to others. So it's about learning a skill, but also giving back to other people in your community as well.
Charles, you're doing an incredible service to society being the man that you are. It's been an absolute pleasure
Thank you very much.
chatting to you. Thank you so much for that.
Welcome, thank you.